Hello Hanji Kid, what's up people? Back with another video, and today we're reviewing Ipswich Town 1, AFC Bournemouth 2. Before we get into anything though, you know we got to do the shout outs. Massive shout outs to Angel Care Homes for all your care needs in the Black Country and Birmingham area. Massive shout outs to Mark Darcy for all your formal menswear needs. And of course to Desi Ballers highlighting all South Asians at all levels in the beautiful game. I'll put their details in the description, so make sure you check them out. And like I say, week in, week out, if you ain't already, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and turn the notifications on. We've hit 1,000 subscribers. It's now been just over a year since we've been running. Shout out to all you legends that engage. But let's build on that, hit 2K, 3K, 4K, and we want to hit 5K by the end of the season. But yeah, man. Let's get to it then. I don't even know where to start with that one, man. It's Tuesday evening. I'm recording this now. Obviously, I wanted to do it on Monday, but I'll be honest, yesterday I just couldn't bring myself to just want to talk about the game, man. I wanted to forget it. And you know what I mean? You kind of like, and I can see, man, I can see and hear some of you guys saying, Cali, man, like, just allow it, man. Leave the video, man. Let's just look to the next game. But nah, man, we got to heal, man. Call it a healing process. We got to break it down, man. So, Town fans, man, let's heal together, man. Let's break this down. Put your healing thoughts in the comments, in it. Give me the good, the bad, and the ugly from Sunday. But yeah, man, let's break this game down then, man. So McKenna made 5 changes to the team that played against Palace. In came Burgess for Greaves. Johnson came in for Harry Clark. Smodics came in for Jack Clark. Taylor come in for Kayust for his first Premier League start. Chaplin come in for Burns, and then Amari shifted. So it was a 4-2-3-1 with Muric in goal, left back Leif Davis, next to him Cam Burgess, next to him Dara O'Shea, right back Ben Johnson. In the midfield, we had obviously Jack Taylor making his first Premier League start, as I said. So congratulations to him. And Sammy Morsey next to him. Sammy Schmodics on the left. Connor Chaplin in the 10 role. And yes, I was gassed and loving life. Amari on the right and the lap up top. So for me, and I was saying it to Saj and Lee and a few others before the game, that front four for me is our best front four. I've said time and time again about Chaplin. You know, he's a Premier League player. He needs to start. And he's showing, and we'll get onto ratings and the game and everything, but he was really, really good. Amari, yes, he's good in the 10, but he's even better on the right. And then Smodics, you know, he really does a really good, shift out on that left wing. The way we started, well, I mean, first of all, Justin Kluivert. I know on the day, I was screaming, saying, you know, red card, send him off, rare. Obviously, hindsight and, you know, the dust has settled, all of that, rare. I'm not surprised it wasn't a red card, and I would have been very surprised actually if he got sent off. I am slightly surprised that it wasn't a yellow, because it's still a whack to the face. I'm even more surprised the referee didn't give him a talking to, and I'm absolutely baffled that the ref gave a drop ball and not a free kick. So I don't know, man. Like, I get it. Ref may not have seen it, but you got how many cameras, you got how many officials, it's right in front of the 4th official, right in front of that lino. You got how many 20, 30 odd cameras in the stadium, not one of them can pick up what's gone on. So I don't know, man, it just, yeah, the officials weren't that great anyway, and as you can guess who the donut of the day is, but we'll get into that later. But then, yeah, like I said, we'd started bright, and we were, you know, we looked the more likely to score. But then obviously, just as we have in the last couple of games, they, you know, it's that first couple of minutes that... You okay? Yes, I can see you. You're right. I'm recording the video.
What are you doing?
Recording the video.
Am I interrupting?
You are. Can you go, please? Yes, please. Ta-ra. Bye. I'm going to leave that in there, you know. Trust me, I'm going to leave it in there. You look like a buffoon. You know what I mean? Trying to mess up me. Look at me, you're trying to throw me off and everything. Nah, man, you can't throw me off. I'm professional. I'm going to leave this in. I'm not even going to edit it. You get me? Watch this and I'll go straight back to the thing. Like, so yeah, obviously we didn't start great in terms of those last 2 minutes. See, okay, I messed it up a little. You're a tit. Anyway, where were we? Justin Kluivert, referee didn't have a word of him, just as we had in the previous couple of games. Are you quite all right there?
A few moments later.
Can you go now?
Bye. Bye, Ipswich.
So, like I said, Justin Kluivert, no word, whatever. First couple of minutes in the last couple of games, we've, obviously, Man United, we conceded a goal. Forest, Morgan Gibb White almost scores that header. Palace, I think they had a close chance as well. And, against Bournemouth, they had quite an early chance. But I think he just fired it quite wide of Muric's left post. But then we were dealing with things, and just as the balls were coming in from the wings, O'Shea and Burgess were heading everything. Muric was claiming everything, so we were good. Like, it was like, do what you need to do, and they had a few shots as well. Didn't really test us too much. Obviously, they did have a chance where was it Kluivert or Evan Nilsson? One of them was running through on goal. And he had more or less a one-on-one, and I think it's Cam or O'Shea, but gets a good tackle last minute. And there were a few kind of chances of that where they were kind of playing them through on the wing. But Burgess, O'Shea, Ben Johnson, what a boy he is. Ben Johnson, Leif Davis, that back four was solid. And in the midfield, we're dealing with that. I was, I'll get into player ratings in a bit, but I thought Jack Taylor was really good. Obviously, Sammy as well. But we were controlling the midfield, and then we were making those opportunities or having those chances. Schmodik's a bit unlucky. Taylor has a shot. Was it a shot? Was it Taylor? I can't remember. Like I said, I ain't even watched any of the highlights, man. So I'm literally reliving this recap from my seat in the North Stand 2 days ago. So apologies if some of these facts may be a bit hazy or whatever, or these recollections a bit hazy or whatever, yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is we were the, again, probably not the dominant team. That's probably a wrong word, but we were the team on top, and we were looking if someone was going to score, it looked like it was going to be us. And then the breakthrough moment, like the corners. By the way, the corners are getting a lot better. We're actually going past the first man in the front post, so that's good. Was it a corner or was it a long throw? I can't remember now. But the ball's obviously come in, and then Burgess has picked it up. And I thought it was brilliant that he got an assist because he was phenomenal. And he's played it back, man. Like, we'd be saying how good that was for an assist if it was Leif Davis. And it is I know it seems like a simple cutback, but it's trying to cut back to the player in the right time and the right way to pass, and all Chaplin has to do is just strike it home. And this is Chappers, man. El Chapelin, you get me? Not El Chapo, El Chapelin. Like, he just swept it home, and he showed you, man. Was it the Forest game, I think, or maybe just before the vlog, or even on the preview? I said, yo, Chaplin is going to score in the Prem. It's coming soon. I told you, man, and that's what he does. I keep saying Chaplin is suited to Premier League, and we're seeing it. But we'll get into that in a bit anyway on player ratings. But 1-0, buzzing, absolutely loving it. And you're feeling, yeah, man, today could be the day, right? But we need to get another goal. We need to do that. And then we do. But then the ref gives a foul on Liam Delap, who is, he's hustling with the keeper and jostling or whatever you want to call it. But that happens to every keeper. And if anything, I genuinely thought, because obviously I'm recording it, I'm looking at it, and we're figuring out what's going on. I'm talking to a few of the lads around me, and we're looking at the footage, and we're like, if anything, he's giving it against Burgess for climbing, like maybe because Burgess has climbed. But he gave it against Delap. Like, that was the softest penalty. And yesterday, in the Wolves game, but for Bowen's goal, I don't know if he scored 2 goals, but for one of Bowen's goal, the ball comes in, and the West Ham man, does even worse to the Wolves man than what Delap did to the keeper. And that's not given a foul. So yeah, chalked off, 0-0, and you're like, oh, bloody hell. And then Kluivert on Muric, again, not even a word there. Like, Kluivert's clattered into the keeper in the first half. Not even a word from the ref. Like, the referee was a bit weak. And And then second half, you're thinking, okay, we've seen it time and time again, where second half we then get pegged back or whatever. And credit to Bournemouth, credit where it's due. They come out with a bit of a game plan and try to attack us more. But we were solid and we were dealing with that. And then we were you could see what we were going to do, soak up the pressure, hit them on the counter. And we were doing that quite well. Starboy does what he does best, getting down that wing. Ben Johnson was quality as well. And then like the Lap had a couple of chances. Chaplin as well has another chance that just goes a bit wide. We just weren't then finding our shooting boots in the second half, which was frustrating. But we were having the opportunities and we were having the chances. And then they make their subs, we make our subs. I thought the subs come a bit late. Normally we see McKenna make the subs around the hour marks or 65-minute mark. I think the subs come around the 80th and then obviously the 90 in injury time. So the first set of subs was 80, 81 and then 91, I think. So I thought that was quite late. I don't know if it was because maybe he felt the subs couldn't impact the game. Or maybe, he was trying to have the game plan. And then, obviously they make their subs and it's their two subs that come on and score, isn't it? So the first goal, man, let's get to that, man. So they turn over the ball and even before it gets to like our box, we're almost sat back where we're inviting them to come to our box. Like we ain't challenged them on that halfway line. We ain't pushed it out. And look, maybe people are tired, whatever, right? And I guess, you don't want to leave space exposed behind you, so you want to stay a bit more compact or whatever. So I can see it. I'm just, it's all shoulda, woulda, coulda in it. But then when the ball comes through, I don't know what Muric was doing, bro. Like, I'm a Muric fan, right? I think there's a keeper in there. He's young, and I think obviously his decision making. I have hope that he will become a good goalkeeper, and I want to say I got faith in it. But that's trying to defend it indefendable, really, isn't it? Like, you don't need to come that far out. You are not getting there before him, and he's so close to the ball, and Muric is so far away. Like, the ball can't be more than a few yards into the box. Their man's like a couple of yards outside the box, and Muric is still by the 6-yard box. Like, you are not getting there that quick. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm not, and look, we'll get into player ratings in a bit, but I don't want to pile on the big man and all the rest of it, but that was just mad, man. Like, Muric's moment of madness, that's all we can call it, man. And, even before that, like, Muric made a good save, and I was saying to the few lads around me, I was saying, I got flashbacks to that Leicester game. Like, there was just a nervy moment. And then, it's a nothing ball, really. Like, all he's doing, their man, so for the second goal, their man picks up the ball in the same position we've lost the ball for the first goal. They've now got the ball more or less in the same position for the second goal. And all he's done is he spread the play. All he's done is he's kept it moving, spread the play. And the ball, like, he's just got so much freedom and so much space. Like, obviously, we've got a defender. It might be a Leaf in front of him. But, he gets twisted. Like, he's not really put a challenge in. So he skipped kind of past him. And then does Muric make a save and then, like, parry it back into the area or whatever? I can't remember, but just heartbreak, man. And I just don't know what to say. This is like... Okay, so it's not new to us. We make mistakes, and like I say, we play that high risk, high reward football, and I've said that for a while. But we did that in the Champions League one, and we did make mistakes, but we got away with it. The difference here, in the Champ, you could probably make those mistakes, and every third or fourth one might result in a goal or a goal scoring opportunity. In the Premier League, you make the mistake, and it's 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a goal. Like, never mind an opportunity, it's going to be a goal. And that's the thing, like, just those little lapses, those little mistakes. And it sounds harsh, but you have to be perfect. You've got to have a perfect game, man, to be on your game, on your job for 90, 97, 100 minutes or whatever, man. Because up until 87th minutes, everyone was on it. But yo, that last 10 minutes, we went to sleep. So, I don't know, man. It's just, it hurts. So let's get to some player ratings then. Muric. Now, I don't want to get on here and bash a player and all the rest of it because, yo, my whole thing in this channel is all about positivity, yeah? You know, the journey we've had as a football club over the last 3 years has been nothing short of phenomenal, right? But there has to come a time where you have to draw a line. Do you know what I mean? So, like the Brentford game, I kind of defended our man because I think, you know, maybe he was unsighted with O'Shea and stuff like that. But this is just defending the indefensible, really, isn't it? Every now and then, and as a good goalkeeper as he is, so if you'd have said the game finished at 87 minutes, I'd have said, you know what, Muric has had a good game, man. Good, solid game from RO, man. Made some big saves, commanded his area, good with the feet, all of that, right? But then that Muric moment of madness, that's what we're going to have to start calling them. Or these Muric moments or whatever. It's cost us. Like, I get it, you know, there's still a bit of work for the player to do before it goes in the back of the net, but you don't need to be coming off your line there, man. Like, I can't remember who's running back with the player, but there's a player running back. You've got, obviously, Burgess in the box as well. Like, you don't need to be doing that. But, yo, it is what it is, man. I'm not a goalkeeper. I'm not a goalkeeper coach or anything, man. I'm not, and like I said, I'm not here to bash him. So, the only thing I'd say on that is the conversation about him and Walton, man, that needs to be had. Is it time to just give RO a little drop and a little rest? Maybe call it a rest if you don't want to say a drop or whatever. But and I know it's a small sample size, but I thought against Liverpool, I thought Walton did really, really well. So you know, it wouldn't be the worst thing maybe to bring him back in. But again, I'm not here to bash anyone, and whatever that team is on Saturday, I'll be backing them all anyway, as I expect we all will anyway. Leaf got forward quite well. Could have maybe done better for the second goal. I think it was him. But yeah, solid game from Leaf. You know, I think he took a few. Was it his long throw that then got the goal? So then it come to Burgess, and Burgess got. I think it was that. And he made some, you know, up and down that wing. The link up with Sammy Schmodix is really good. Taking players on, really likes getting, you know, I'd make some good crosses as well. You know, just, and if, you know, we don't expect less than an 8 out of 10 from Leif Davis most games, and he doesn't get less than 8 out of 10 each game. So yeah, man, solid performance from Leif Davis. Cam Burgess, for me, up there for man of the match. Like, you know, big decision to drop. I don't, was Greaves dropped or was it an injury? I don't know. So let's not call it dropping. But, you know, a lot of eyes on him and all the rest of it. But what a player. And I've said it on this vlog many times, in this review show or whatever you want to call it. I've said it many a times this season. And, you know, Cam Burgess has proven that he's Premier League quality. You know, the lad we picked up from Accrington Stanley. I know we all look at that, oh, we got him from Accrington Stanley. Yeah, but we got him because he was the League One defender of the season before. So, you know, he's shown how solid he was. That big goal against Coventry last year. You know, every time I drive past that arena now, I just see Cam Burgess there with the bit weirdest celebration. But I just see Cam Burgess that moment, man. But yeah, man, he's proven what a quality Premier League player he is. We think of Cam in terms of heading, kicking, defending, and he does all of that. But he can find the passing as well. And let's not forget, man, he got an assist as well. So Dara O'Shea doing his best version of Terry Butcher with that bandage, man. Quality. Like I said, he was a player when we signed him I wasn't convinced with. He's now a player I think is one of our best defenders. You know, the pace on him, the decision making, you know, the timing of his tackles. I think it was that tackle when the guy was one-on-one in the first half and he just slid in and wins the ball. No question, like he just wins everything. He's a good player, man. Rapid, and again, like Cam, can find a pass as well. Ben Johnson, man, really good to see Johnson back in the team. Nice little piece in the first half where he does his little touch with his heel, flicks it over a man and whatever. But you know, we've seen how good Ben Johnson was. Yes, he had a bit of a shaky start to his town career, but, you know, he's shown now that he's consistently, you know, he's got better, or he's adapted, or whatever you want to call it. The real Ben Johnson is about now. Gets forward really well, strong, you know, didn't get beaten a lot, and pacey as well, so can win the ball. Obviously, Axel's a massive pair of shoes to fill, but having Ben Johnson there makes it a lot easier. Jack Taylor made his first Premier League start, and you know what? Like I said earlier, I was a bit worried about seeing him in that team lineup. Not because I don't rate him, just I don't know about him from 0 minutes to 90, as an example. I know about him coming off the bench and what he offers going forward, but how's he going to do it from the off? But I thought Jack Taylor was solid, and another player for me up there for man of the match. Like, you know, got forward really well. Um, Defensively, added a lot to his game since we signed him on that defensive side. Maybe we didn't see it, but, you know, defensively has got a lot about him as well. So really solid performance from Jack Taylor, and he's a player I can feel, you know, a Premier League goal is coming for him soon. Sammy, again, solid performance from Sammy. Again, just like Davis, like these two don't give you less than 8 out of 10 each week. You know, they control the game. You know, lots of great passing again, driving us forward. Obviously, there was a little bit of a hairy moment. We had a little bit of a slip in the first half. From what I understand, that's because it was different footwear. That was changed to a different footwear in the second half, and we were good to go from there. But yeah, man, solid performance from the Egyptian king. Schmodix, I thought Schmodix was good, got forward really well. Um, he's got to be due a goal at Portman Road soon, isn't he? He's just getting so close and so close. He'll probably end up scoring at Molineux on the weekend. But yeah, solid from Sammy Schmodix. And I really like his defensive side of the game and his pressing side. Like, he offers a lot getting back as well. So, you know, I know we all think about Sammy Schmodix and the goals he scored, but there's more to his game than just the goals, if that makes sense. Connor Chaplin, you know, so happy to see Connor Chaplin score in the Premier League. The goals we've seen in League One, in the Championship, and now Premier League, like, I said it a while ago, he was due a goal, and he showed that, man. But he was just really good on that ball. In that 10, you know, in that he finds little pockets of spaces. He's not afraid to take players on. You know, he can switch the play really quickly. Loves a no-look pass and all the rest of it. And probably unlucky not to find a second or third goal as well. So, you know, like I said, up there for man of the match for me. Starboy Amari. I know he's good in the 10, but for me, that right wing is his, like, bread and butter role. Like, he has fun out on that role. He was up and down that wing, twisting up their fullback, you know, getting the ball in, getting some crosses in. You know, really, really positive performance from Amari. And, you know, he's a reason that we started off and we were able to start off so brightly in the first half and push him. And then he was our major outlet in the second half when we were trying to hit him on a counter, man. I thought Delap was solid, got forward well. Did look like he was tired around the 60th minute mark, and that's normally when we see that sub. So I was surprised to see him stay on a bit longer. And just, you know, I don't want to say he's goal shy at the moment. Obviously, he's played a lot of football for a young man. But yeah, just solid performance. But he's got to be really careful now, because I said on the vlog, I said he's now suspended. That was not true. So he has got 5 yellow cards. But what I didn't realise is cards in the Kebab Cup, because he got a yellow card against AFC Wimbledon when we played them in the Kebab Cup in August. Cards in that competition don't carry into the league, whereas the FA Cup, those cards do carry into the league. So slight differences on the competition, but it now means that Delap's on 4 yellows, so he's walking that tightrope between now and the end of the Chelsea game. And then the next cut off is the end of the season for 10 yellows. And then the subs, so Burns come on, Kayus come on, Ali Al-Hamadi come on, and Jack Clark come on. Not really much to say on the subs. The only thing I do want to say is Ali Al-Hamadi. You know, I thought he was really good. You know, and against Palace he was good as well. So he had a bit of a shaky cameo maybe against Man United, But against Palace and now against Bournemouth, he looked really good when he come off the bench. So there's a bit of hope there that as the lap tires, that Ali can come on and still stretch the play and kind of get that space in behind. And did get behind players. I caught up with Ali after the game anyway. He was limping, so I know he's been carrying an injury, so he hasn't been 100% fit, but he's a warrior, man. Just like Sammy, just like most of our team, to be honest. They will play with those injuries, man. So, good performance from Ali on that. So in terms of man of the match, then let's get to it then. So in third, I've got to give it to Jack Taylor. I thought he was brilliant. Got forward really well. We know he can get forward well. We know he can find the passing. We know he's got a shot, the vision, all of these things, breaking the lines, really good. But the defensive side was solid, slide tackles, 50-50s, the strength in him as well. Like, don't underestimate his strength, man. So solid performance from Jack Taylor and up there for man of the match, like I said, in third place then, if you like. Top three, he gets a podium finish, yeah? So between second and first, it really could have been either because both of these players have come through the leagues, the football leagues, and now are flourishing in the Premier League. But yeah, in second, I'm going to give it to Cam Burgess. Absolute solid performance from him. Like I said, he's proven he's a Premier League player. He's proven his quality. In terms of aerial stats and aerial duels and stuff like that, he's up there, and he's probably up there in the league anyway. I'd be surprised to see if there's any other centre backs outside the kind of top 6 teams that have won more headers than Cameron Burgess. I ain't checked the stats or anything, but that's just an eye test. That's what I think. So, solid from him. He's having a really, really good season. And like I said, he's proven that he is a Premier League player. So the man of the match is the main man, Mr. El Chaplin. Forget El Chapo. We're talking about El Chaplin. El Chaplin kills off defences like El Chapo kills off snitches. It's just done, isn't it? Like, the journey he's had to go from League 2, League 1, and that's another record he's got as well now, or joining the club of a few players that have scored in League 2, League 1, Championship, and now Premier League. Fully deserved it. That's him now, Sammy Schmodics, and of course Sammy Morsey, all scored at all different levels. And apart from Schmodics, him and Morsey have done it, apart from League 2, have done it for Town as well in League 1, Championship, and Premier League. What a journey it's been, man. It was so brilliant to see him playing in that 10 role. I've said time and time again, the Premier League suits him. I've been calling for him to start continuously in that number 10 role. That front four we had against Bournemouth is the front four I'd be starting every game. And yeah, man, he's just a joy to watch on the ball, isn't he? He's an exciting player. So yeah, hopefully if he gets a run of games, we'll see more and more goals. But yeah, man, big up El Chaplin and the Chaplin family. So the donuts of the day is the man in the middle, Mr. Michael Salisbury. Like, obviously you'd only refed us against Southampton, and obviously that was a late couple of goals in that game. But I'm not upset at little 50-50s. I'm not upset that your liner couldn't see the ball, had not gone out and then gave a corner. I'm not upset that your liner couldn't see that the ball hadn't gone out and gave a throw in. Like, I'm not upset at these things. I'm upset that you gave a foul against Liam Delap when there was no foul. Like, literally, we talk about consistency. There is no consistency in the Premier League. The PGMOL can't spell consistency. VAR ain't got a Scooby. Like, how can someone please go look at the incident with Delap and the keeper, Bournemouth keeper, and do it this way? A Bournemouth fan or a West Ham fan, if you're watching this, please watch the two footage together, man. Delap, foul on the keeper. West Ham player, foul on the Wolves player before Bowen's goal. West Ham, for me, is a worse foul than what Delap did. Delap just like is a bit of jostling and he kind of just like brushes past. It's almost like, in the concourse when it's busy and trying to get past a man or whatever, and you just kind of just like slide past someone. It's almost like that's all he does. Like, he ain't put his hands, he ain't got him a headlock or nothing like that. And if anything, I think Burgess was more of a foul because he's got two hands and he's climbing. But you didn't give that. So if Burgess isn't the foul, then the lapse isn't. But yo, he shit it. I genuinely think he shit it. He didn't know what to do. I think he got a bit of pressure from the Bournemouth team. He must have a house down there or whatever. Or he likes cherries or something. I don't know. But yeah, he flapped it, man, because that was not a no way was that a foul. And if there are Bournemouth fans watching, please correct me, man. Please educate me. Tell me why it is a foul because I genuinely cannot see how it is. Like every piece of footage I've seen, I'm not saying there isn't contact, but if you think that any contact in the box justifies a foul or a penalty, then every corner would result in a foul or a penalty, a free kick or a penalty. So that doesn't fly with me. It's just because it was the lap, and that's another thing. I think refs have got a bit of a bias towards the lap or whatever. But because it was the lap, because it was on a goalkeeper, and because it would have been 2-0 so early on, he flapped it, man. Who knows? He might have put a cheeky acca on, just like his mate David Coote, who we've seen what happened with him now, innit? He's obviously been sacked. And I don't want to get onto David Coote as the individual, but it does have to bring into question the recruitment process and the vetting process of the Referees Association. Like, what do PGMOL do? Do they just put a little advert in the back of remember bargain pages back in the day? Bargain pages. Is that still a thing? Do they put a little advert in the bargain pages and say, yo, come and join the Referee Association? Or do you remember back in the day when you used to catch a buzz and it'd be a little ticket, and then on the back of the buzz ticket it'd be like, oh, you can get like a little McChicken sandwich and fries for $1.99, or fillet of fish and fries for $1.99 or something. Maybe they do that. You can become a referee for $1.99. I don't know. Like, what do they do? Because you can't tell me that there is a serious vetting and recruitment process for referees. There isn't any ethical tests. There isn't any characterizations or personality tests or anything. You know, you think about the decision that these players, or these not players, but these referees make. You think about, you know, the power that they have and the outcome that it has on these results in this multi-billion pound league. You'd think there would be a little more into accountability, or a little more to kind of make sure you've got the right people in. So yeah, man, hopefully that helped heal ya. You know, it helped me. So, you know, this little healing process, it helped to just talk about it all and just, I guess, maybe put things into perspective, because at the end of the day, it's not all doom and gloom. Just like last season, it's kind of flipped. So last season, we used to pick up so many points from losing positions. Now we're dropping points from winning positions. Last season, we used to win the game late on, and now we're conceding late on and losing it late on. But the foundations are there, as we've seen many, you know, for the past however many seasons we've had McKenna and that. He builds up the foundations before Christmas, and then we really attack it on the second half of the season. So there's lots to be positive there. You know, this is probably we haven't conceded 2 goals too often. Most of it has been like 1-0 losses and all the rest of it. So we are, as mad as it sounds, we are looking a bit more solid defensively. But we're not going to be that team that are going to win 1-0. I was saying it at half-time to a few people as well, saying we desperately need a second goal. At 1-0, last season, I felt we could see games out. You know, good game. Good example was Blackburn, ugly game. Chaplin scored that day as well, didn't he? Defended well. I don't see that happening here, just purely because the levels and those lapses in concentration, or those little mistakes, which are going to happen. It's not about, oh, this player made a mistake, they're shit, get rid of them. That's just football. That's going to happen, right? But we need to now find 2, 3, 4 goals a game, and I'm hopeful we do. You know, Chaplin's, you know, got his first Premier League goal. He'll have a taste for it, and as we know with Chappers, he's gonna bag again. I think there's, you know, Jack Taylor. He's gonna be close to a goal. You know, Delap's obviously due a goal again. Ali Al-Hamidi, he's due a goal. You know, there's so many players there that have come close. Broaders, you know, hit the post the other week against or last week against Palace. You know, there's so many nearly moments. And the positives we can take is that, like I said, we've seen McKenna build the foundations before and then attack the second half. But yeah, I'm going to be back on Thursday evening, dropping a preview for the Wolves game. And if you haven't already, like I said before, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and turn the notifications on. And you guys asked for it, so we put this on Spotify as well. So the previews and the match reviews will go straight onto Spotify. But yeah, man, love to everyone that's engaged, commented, all the rest of it. You'll see there's a little splash screen, different splash screen now in the outro. But yeah, man, shout out all you legends, and I'll catch you all on Thursday. See you later, peeps.